afternoon, Bermuda. We find ourselves facing another threat from Mother Nature. So we are gathered here today to provide you with information that will enable you to prepare for the approach of Hurricane Melissa. I am joined today by the Director of the Bermuda Weather Service, Mr. Philip Rogers, who will in a moment provide you with the current forecast on Hurricane Melissa. Early this afternoon, I chaired an emergency measures organization meeting so that we could get the latest updates and assessments from our member agencies. Before I provide an overview of our preparations and the impact on public services, I wish to invite Mr. Rogers to provide the latest forecast. Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you, Minister. Good afternoon. Currently, Hurricane Melissa is affecting the Bahamas. It just came out of Cuba this morning. The current wind speed's about 85 knots. The maximum gusts about 105 knots. We're expecting Hurricane Melissa to maintain its strength as it heads up towards Bermuda. It's going to be about that as it moves off to our west tomorrow. About midnight, it'll be 70 nautical miles off to the west. We're expecting winds to start increasing late tomorrow afternoon through the evening and peak just after midnight tomorrow night. We do currently have a hurricane warning for Bermuda, as the winds just after midnight are expected to just touch hurricane force. After that, winds will diminish significantly. By early in the morning, 6, 7 o'clock, winds will be dropping below tropical storm strength. We expect the seas to rise through the evening tomorrow, peaking around 30, 35 feet outside the reef. And also we're expecting through the evening showers, rain to start developing, maybe up to 1 or 2 inches of rain for Bermuda overnight tomorrow night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. So Bermuda, here is what we can share at this stage. As Mr. Rogers has indicated, Hurricane Melissa will pass Bermuda as a Category 1 storm. Given the close proximity of Melissa's passage, we are taking all necessary precautions to ensure the safety and well-being of all of our residents. Out of an abundance of caution, the following measures will be implemented. Causeway. The causeway will close at 10 p.m. on Thursday, October 30th. At first light on Friday morning, it will be assessed and an announcement of its reopening will be shared with the public. South Shore Road at Watch Hill Park. This section will close at 9 p.m. on Thursday, October 30th. Public schools. All public schools will be closed on Friday, October 31st. Government offices. Offices will operate as usual on Thursday, October 30th. However, to allow for building assessments and safety protocols, all government offices will be closed until 1 p.m. on Friday, October 31st. Services will resume at that time, pending any further updates. Buses. The last bus will be at 7 p.m. on Thursday and will resume on Friday following an assessment of the main roadways. Ferry service for Thursday, October 30th. The Orange Route, St. George's, will be canceled all day until further notice. The Blue Route, Dockyard, suspended after 4 p.m. tomorrow. Our Green Route will run as scheduled. The Pink Route will also run as scheduled. Ferry service for Friday, October 31st. All routes will be canceled until further notice. An assessment will be conducted once weather conditions have improved and wind levels have subsided. The public will be notified accordingly. The Leonfogo Clinic will be open at 9 p.m. on Thursday evening and will remain open until further notice. The government shelter at Cedar Bridge will open at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Trash collection. Thursday's collection will proceed as normal. Friday's collection will be deferred to Saturday. Parks and Highway. Inspection teams are on standby for deployment to assist with roads cleanup and infrastructure inspections. The emergency broadcast station will be up at 100.1 FM tomorrow evening. Bermuda. I realize that this has been a busy hurricane season for us and that our resilience has been tested. However, I implore all residents to remain vigilant while we navigate another natural threat to our way of life. We are renowned for our ability to cope with such adversity, and I am confident that we shall all play our part to keep ourselves and each other safe over the next few days. On that note, please remember to check on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those who may need assistance before the storm reaches us. I also want to remind people to remain off the roads until such time as an official announcement has been made that it's safe to resume traveling on the roads. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge our families and friends in Jamaica. We extend our heartfelt support and thoughts and prayers to the people of Jamaica and other countries in the region that have been ravaged by the brunt of Melissa's force. Their loss and hardship remind us of the seriousness of this storm and the importance of being prepared and putting safety first. Bermuda, I urge everyone to complete your hurricane preparations today. Secure your homes, stock essential supplies, and ensure your family knows your safety plan. Above all, stay tuned to official updates from the government of Bermuda. We will continue to provide the critical information you need as the situation evolves. Together, we will weather yet another storm. Thank you for your cooperation and your compliance.
Okay, thank you, Minister, and thank you, Mr. Rogers. At this moment, we'd like to open it up to questions from members of the media. I guess we will start with Gary from the Bermuda Broadcasting Station, and then we can go over to Siku. Yep, okay.
Thank you very much, Minister. I did want to just present a question. There was a release sent out today about the weather radar that is still offline. Perhaps, Mr. Rogers, you could answer a couple of questions on that. The radar, was it unavailable during Umberto and Imelda?
No, it was available then.
It was available
Yes, it
then.
was available.
So it begs the question, is the weather radar an essential or non-essential piece of equipment?
It's considered non-essential. We can do the job without it, but it does give us more information for sure.
So when it comes to something like a hurricane approaching Bermuda, what role does the weather radar play?
It's more just real time as it passes over. What we really look at is satellite imagery for something like a hurricane, because we're watching right now. It's over the Bahamas. We're watching it develop between the Bahamas and here. So, it's mostly satellite imagery as we monitor the hurricane as it comes.
Okay. And I understand the current weather radar is about 20 years old. Is that correct?
It's something like that. It's a combination. There's been upgrades to it over time. I think some of the original parts, which are like the servos, the movement parts of it, are something like 20 years old. But there was a significant, from my understanding, there was a significant upgrade done about 10 years ago.
I see. And are there plans for replacement or for a backup, anything like that?
There's lots of discussions on that right now, lots of discussions. So I don't have the answer for that. Maybe people at BAA later will have that.
Okay. And finally, I would just like to ask the Minister, you did note on that we need to remain vigilant, not become complacent. How would you see Bermuda's response, though, this year to the hurricanes? We haven't had as harder hit as obviously as our friends to the south, but how would you rate Bermuda's response to hurricanes this year?
I would rate Bermuda's response to hurricanes this year as an A+. Not only us as government getting ready and preparing our people, but the people themselves and getting ready and working and looking out for each other.
Okay, and just keep that up for this one.
And please keep it up.
Okay.
Because as much as some of us might get hurricane tired, so to speak, we must always remember that nature has its own way of responding to events. So it's better for us to err on the side of caution.
Okay. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Gary. Siku from the World Gazette, do you have any questions for the minister or for Mr. Rogers? From the one question?
Good afternoon, Minister. Just one question with regards to Hurricane Melissa. Obviously, as we're all aware, it very much did a number on Jamaica, Bahamas, many parts of the Caribbean. Excuse me. And we have seen, obviously, people come out and give their well wishes. There have also been calls by, I think, the Jamaican Association of Bermuda to for really assistance. Does the government have any plans to help put together, whether it's something small or something a little more comprehensive, with putting together any form of relief later on? And how will that be carried out? Will that be done after we've faced Melissa, or judging by how everything else has been, how the other countries have been targeted, or what? How would that work out?
Well, Bermuda historically as a country, and nothing has changed. We always stand ready to help our Caribbean neighbors.
I see. And there seems to be quite a few Bermudians stuck there. As a matter of fact, are there any plans? Has the government been in contact with any of these people? Do they plan to get in contact with some of those who may be stuck down there?
Well, we have always been in contact with the Jamaican government, and our friends and family has also been in contact. So if anyone needs any help, they'll reach out, and collectively we'll get our people back home.
I see. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Mr. Rogers. That concludes this afternoon's press briefing. We appreciate your attention, especially to those in the viewing audience. Thank you very much, and be safe.